I yield myself as much time as I may consume.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of H.R. 2827, which would clarify the definition of a municipal advisor to reflect the intent of the United States Congress. This bill received unanimous support and passed out of the Financial Services Committee with a vote of 60-0. I'd like to urge my colleagues to support this important bipartisan legislation. Municipal advisors are consultants who advise local municipalities about bond issuances, bond proceed investment, financial derivative uses, and other financial matters. Like traditional financial advisors, municipal advisors must comply with an existing legal and regulatory framework while owing their clients a fiduciary duty. But before Dodd-Frank, certain municipal advisors were not subject to any regulations, state, federal, or otherwise. Obviously, this legal and unjustified discrepancy between regulated and unregulated municipal advisors created a significant and, I would argue, unfair competitive advantage in favor of the unregulated municipal advisors. Even more importantly, the regulated gap gave a few bad actors the opportunity to take advantage of the state and local government officials who, like most people, aren't familiar with advanced and technical financial products. Dodd-Frank Section 975 addressed this problem by requiring these unregulated advisors to register with the SEC and to follow rules written by the Municipal Securities Rulemaking Board. The provisions generally have bipartisan political support, as well as widespread industry support. However, most of us, both Republicans and Democrats, believe that the SEC's interpretation of the law has gone far beyond what Congress intended, among other things, requiring volunteer members of local governing boards, engineers providing technical and comparative analysis, and bank tellers, for instance, to register with the SEC as municipal advisors. In response to its proposal, the SEC received over 1,000 comment letters from across the industry that were overwhelmingly critical of the proposed rule. And that is why I introduced H.R. 2827. H.R. 2827 takes important steps to address these widely acknowledged concerns and specifies the scope and limits of Dodd-Frank's municipal advisor provisions. After introducing our original version, H.R. 2827, we asked everyone on both sides of the aisle and industry participants as well, with a wide variety of perspectives, to give us their comments and suggestions for improving the legislation. My colleague and co-sponsor from Wisconsin, Ms. Moore, and I have spent countless hours working and listening with all concerned parties to ensure that we have fully considered all the viewpoints to come up with the best possible legislation that could also pass with broad bipartisan support. And I certainly want to thank her for all of her efforts at this time. Two concerns about the original version of this bill, Mr. Speaker, of H.R. 2827 that were most significant. First was that the original version of the bill would strike the federal fiduciary duty for municipal advisors, leaving in place just the state-based fiduciary duty standards. Second, the original bill would have excluded certain parties from regulation as municipal advisors, even when explicitly engaged to provide municipal advisor services. During the subcommittee markup, Ms. Moore and I articulated our plan for going forward with the legislation and invited more comment and suggestion from industry and other concerned parties. We were very pleased with the genuine engagement of the parties from across the industry and their willingness to generously share their time and experience, effort, and knowledge with us. All of these contributions ultimately produced a better and stronger amended bill. We believe that this new version of the bill addresses the points raised since the subcommittee markup, and while maintaining our broad coalition of bipartisan supporters. This new bill preserves the federal fiduciary standard and removes the blanket status exemptions while still maintaining a bright-line municipal advisor definition. It protects issuers by establishing clear lines for rules and for municipal advisory activity and provides clarity in the marketplace. And in addition to the amendment substance, I'm very proud of the process, what we've been able to undertake to get us to this point. I'd like to thank my colleague again, Ms. Moore, and the staff for working with me and my staff, and thank all those who worked with us to get us to where we are in this process. They were so generous in sharing their time, and I'm confident what we have is a good bill that we can move forward with. Again, I urge my colleagues to support H.R. 2827 With that, I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves. For what purpose is the gentleman